people change with time,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's obvious, right? But it really hit me a few days ago. Someone that I'd met a few times before, very sweet person, and then in the recent encounter, they were kind of citrusy, just a little
Hmm.
bit acidic, and
Hmm.
it made me. It opened my eyes more to the reality that there are certain times for certain things. There's a time, like a window, and if you don't interact with that window correctly,
Hmm.
you miss out on that. And people change. People really change, and you just have to contend with that. You know,
I'll ask you this: how long was the time between the two interactions?
it's been like 3 years in total. Yeah,
Okay, that's enough time for sure.
yeah,
Hmm.
but
Okay.
that's even something I've noticed in myself recently. That just I've become quieter.
Yeah.
Like I notice I progressively become quieter, and I've noticed it now, especially like when people ask me things. You know, I'll have few words
Hmm.
for the most part.
Why do you think that is? Because I have some theories just for the general population, but what about you specifically?
I think most people don't really care when they ask you things, and it kind of takes a certain period of time for that trust to develop. So, like for example, when I meet up with close friends that I've known for years, it's like yes, everything just kind of comes out. But then people that I know here and there, I'm just more quieter. I'm just more not. I don't want to say hesitant, but just
Hmm.
there's just more periods of silence because I don't know if you really care. There's a social propriety of asking certain questions and this and that, but it's like even if I give you those answers, I don't think you really care, and that makes me think that sometimes you just have to be the actor. You just have to play with that because that's how you fit in. That's how you integrate into society.
Right. Yeah, I will say there's something else I've learned only due to the specific formula of things I've experienced. Loneliness, acting, and you know, a mix of literature slash psychology. It's that no matter what, I've seen it from every person, even if they have problems, so to speak, problems. Um, if they are an extrovert, there will always be a mask in their pocket for introversy, and vice versa.
Beautiful.
And it I've never seen it not exist on a person. And it usually it's, formula based. If I have this group of people, this is what mask you're going to find me in, you know? And it's I love masks specifically because underneath all of that crap, there is a person that exists, right? And some people are very good at never having they'll keep a mask when they sleep, and that's why a lot of people have identity crises because they don't remember the person they see in the mirror, and that's a big problem, and it's one I've only combated because of how alone I've been most of my life. And I don't even know where I'd be without my wife, honestly, because let's be honest, it's a very lonely world. um but yeah, I think that's the big thing with that is people really do always have a mask with depending on who they're with.
Yeah,
Uh,
and that's not necessarily a sin, but it's just again reality.
yeah,
It's yeah, that just is what it is.